What's going on, guys? It's Luis Alvarado here, and today we're going to be talking about a very important subject. And I want to be able to share with you all some questions that are going to help you close even more deals and even land some leads. All right. So, when I first started this process, there's two ways to actually utilize this, and one of them actually happens to be if you are one starting a new business, or number two if you have an agency already and you want to explore a new niche that you are completely unfamiliar with. These set of questions will automatically let you speak your target niche's language immediately. All right, so right away. So if you guys are excited to hear these and allowing me to share this with you all, leave a comment. Let me know if you guys are here and watching. Drop some hearts, and yeah, I'll start sharing this. So, what's up, Enrique, Amir, and Sebastian? How you guys doing today? Glad you all can be joining me. And as I mentioned, this is gonna be probably one of the biggest lessons and one of the most important material and information that I will ever be sharing here, because this is ultimately what builds the foundation. If you have a very strong foundation in what it is that you do, you can truly accomplish anything and get everything underway with no problem. So these questions are actually what helped me really succeed from the get-go. All right, and I didn't need to like struggle or really be able to formulate these questions. Okay, I had mentors, and everybody just was able to come together and brainstorm for these things that I'm about to share with you all. So thank you once again for watching, and I'm gonna wait for a little bit more people to tune in, and then we'll get to it. All right. So the questions that I'm gonna be sharing with you all, I'm also gonna be putting them in a cheat sheet format. Okay. So what I'm going over right now is just the pains. Okay. These are gonna be trigger questions that will allow you to formulate what potential pains your customers may have, your clients, whoever it is that you're serving. Okay. And once you learn that, it's also very important to learn what jobs they already use the money in which they're already investing for, what jobs they need to get done, and then also what gains they're getting from these jobs that they're purchasing already. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start sharing my screen because I have these questions and answers right here, and this is literally a behind the scenes into my business. These are the questions that I've asked to when I was doing interviews to my target market, my target audience, and this is what questions and answers I was able to formulate. So basically, I've done all the work for you, and I'm giving you the answers to the paints. This is just the paints, all right? This is one of the three, and later on, I'm gonna be able to share with you guys the other set of questions. It's a total of 27 questions, but right now I'll be sharing just for the pains section. I'll be sharing with you all nine. Sorry about that. Let me know if you guys have any questions regarding what I'm about to share. And if you guys don't, let's see. Oh, Amir, that's a cool picture. Thanks for sharing that. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and just get this started. All right, I'm gonna share my screen, and here we go. All right, guys. So this right here is let me just tell you guys a little bit about what the pains does. All right, so pains describe anything that annoys your customers before, during, and after trying to get a job done, or simply prevents them from getting a job done. All right, so pain also describes risks, that is potential bad outcomes related to getting a job done badly or not at all. So here we're going to be using these trigger questions to help you think of different potential customer pains. Okay, so this is just for your own sake. This is how you want to carry out this exercise. You want to examine these questions and have your answers to them. Next, let's say you are working with gyms, right? You want to go ahead and interview gym owners and ask them just for 5 minutes of their time, 5 to 10 minutes of their time. Be like, hey, I'm working on a new project and I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'm doing some research, whether it be for your school, whether it be for a business. Usually, if you say, for those of you that are in a university or college, awesome, because everybody likes to help students. So that was my pitch, right? I'm a student and I'm working on a new project, and I want to be able to get some really great research and data. And so, can I ask you a few questions? It won't take any more than 5 to 10 minutes of your time, and then you could even offer to publish them or even have them tag along throughout the process of it. So you're getting them engaged. And this is also, but just by asking them to get interviewed, this is how I also generated leads, because then they want to be a part of the entire process, right? And they want to tag along in the journey as well. And the more that they know that you are extremely dedicated in getting and finding answers and knowing what you're talking about and digging through to get the best possible data, they're going to feel comfortable with what it is that you're doing. So here we go. Number one, the first question that we have is, how do your customers define too costly? Okay, it takes a lot of time, costs too much money, or requires substantial efforts. So in my case, the answer for number one was clients define the service being too costly in terms of money, right? So if you talk to a lot of people, they say, oh, it's too much. Of course, we charge over $1,000 for our services, but the reason for that being is because we can actually guarantee a huge return on that investment, all right? So that's why it's important for target business owners who may be able to afford it. All right, so question number two, we have, what makes your customers feel bad? What are their frustrations, annoyances, or things that give them a headache? So my client feels bad when their competitors are outshining them and they struggle to bring in new customers. Time is then spent on marketing efforts which are not even executed properly. And I know many of you guys can relate to this, as you've gone and you've pitched to individuals, and sometimes they may not have the best agency working with them at the moment, right? So we are there to serve them at a higher level and much better. So guys, if you all are watching right now, I know we got some people here. Please draw some hearts. Let me know. Smash that heart button. Let me know that you guys are here and that you guys are enjoying this. All right. So please hit that heart button, and we'll move on to question number three. All right. So question number three states, how are current value propositions underperforming for your customers? Which features are they missing? Are they performance issues that annoy them, or malfunctions they cite? So here I stated that some clients may not be using the most cutting-edge pieces of information or the right tools to strive in their business, right? Because after all, they are focused solely on their business and trying to do a great job in what they do and what they love. That's their passion, right? And for us, my case, passion lies in digital marketing. So I'm always up to date with all the tools, getting in my masterminds, coming up with different ways not just testing, but also implementing things that's working within my network, right? So I'm able to bring that to my clients, and I know it's top notch because these people, as for myself, are getting amazing results. So at times they invest in social following, which results in little to no engagement because followers don't translate into ideal customers, right? And we all know what that's like. So question number four, we have, what are the main difficulties and challenges your customers encounter? Do they understand how things work, have difficulties getting certain things done, or resist particular jobs for specific reasons? So based on my research, we have that some clients are not technological savvy, and their learning pace is not up to par with the quickly evolving world of social media. All right, lack of knowledge prevents execution of acquiring more customers, and they also do not know the space exists, so they don't even ask for help. And guys, let me know in the comment section if these are some answers that you guys can resonate with and you guys have come across. But these are literally word for word. Sometimes we may think something, but the way that we think, it's extremely different from the way our target audience thinks. So this is why it's important to really ask them these questions and see what it is that it's coming out of their mouth, so we can use specifically what their language is, so we can communicate more effectively whenever we do speak with them, right? Because let's say somebody speaks Spanish, somebody speaks English, and the Spanish person is trying to tell something to the English speaking individual, and you may understand a few things but not all of it, right? And that's exactly what our target audience feels like if we don't speak the same language. So we need to be able to adapt and be able to really recognize and be able to understand and spend some time really knowing these things. That's why it's very, very important, and that's why I'm telling you guys right now, like these questions and these answers that I'm sharing with you all it's very, very valuable information, and I hope that you guys are getting as much out of it as I would have if this was offered to me. So question number 6, we have what risks do your customers fear? Are they afraid of financial, social, or technical risks, or are they asking themselves what could go wrong? All right, so here we have the clients are afraid that they won't see a return on their investment and the cost of the service I offer to them. All right, so they're asking themselves, what can potentially go wrong? Like these are some things that, and I think I skipped question number 5. So let me go back to number 5. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so number 5, we have what negative social consequences do your customers encounter or fear? Are they afraid of a loss of face, power, trust, or status? And this is huge when doing social media, right? Because when we are taking over an account, and we're basically representing their brand. We are an extension of their business, so they want to be represented properly. And this is something that I would always include in my pitch whenever I would talk to them and make them feel more comfortable, and they would gain way more trust with me whenever I would tell them that. When I would be on the phone with them, I'd let them know that there is no campaign that's launched within a 24-hour notice without them giving me the green light, right? So I would let them know that don't worry, nothing is published on the internet without your consent, and they would feel extremely at ease when I would share that with them. So the answer to that was some clients that are not technological savvy and their learning pace is not up to par with the quickly evolving world of social media. Lack of knowledge prevents execution of acquiring more customers, and that was number 5. Right here. So negative social consequences that arise are fear of a bad reputation, right, online for their business, and they may think that they would be losing control of what happens within their business as well. All right, so moving on to the last 3 questions, and if you guys are enjoying this and if you guys are getting some good questions out of this, and don't worry, I'm gonna be having all these questions in text for you guys to download and utilize, and even print them out and have them with you whenever you guys show up to your meetings or show up to interviews. All right, so I hope that's helpful. If that is helpful for you all, let me know if that's gonna be something that you guys would enjoy. Cool. So we're gonna keep on moving on to question number 7. All right, so now question number 7, we have what's keeping your customers awake at night? What are the big issues, concerns, and worries? All right, so here, and notice that my answers are pretty short and straight to the point, all right? Because we want to keep everything extremely simple and not overcomplicate things with big wording or anything like that. So what keeps my clients awake at night is if they'll be bringing enough customers to their business. They may also fear no return in their investment. All right, number 8. We have what common mistakes do your customers make? Are they using a solution the wrong way? And some clients are using social media incorrectly to reach their audience. They are not studying the subject of marketing or even having a strategy in place to leave a room for that which leaves a room for ambiguity and executing the wrong way. All right, and for the final one, for question number 9. And this wraps up what the customer pain section is the last question is what barriers are keeping your customers from adopting a value proposition? All right, and if you guys don't know some of these terms, don't hesitate to let me know. I will go over and explain them to you. All right, so are there from investment costs, a steep learning curve, or other obstacle preventing adoption? So here, my answer to this was that a lack of trust in an agency, a financial situation are the primary obstacle clients face when adopting a value proposition, right? And let me know if you guys have also encountered these problems and they may hold true to you, because these are definitely some things that I've encountered when I would reach out to businesses and trying to help them out. Okay, so guys, that wraps up the 9 questions that you can ask for identifying customer pains and serving your clients at a higher level. So if you guys enjoyed these, let me know. Who's here? Samantha, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Matt, welcome. So we just wrapped up and I just finished sharing some trigger questions. Let's see. Amir says, "How are you? So awesome." Thank you. Appreciate that. He says, "Luis, could you also please touch upon a few rapport building warm-up techniques before hitting the prospect with trigger questions?" Yeah, sure thing. So the number one thing when approaching somebody and being able to start building the rapport is this is the number one rule, is just be interested in them, right? Act as though you are talking to a friend, and don't be afraid to just learn more about them. All right, don't hesitate to just talk about you and how it is that you can help them. Learn more about them and see what it is, because these pain points, right, they are bringing to the surface exactly what's bothering your client or exactly what's bothering your target audience. So these are already, in order to build rapport, you want to get personal. So these are questions that are kind of like the high level overview of what's happening. But if you want to really start building a rapport, just ask them questions such as, what's your favorite color, or what are your goals. Get really deep with them, and then that should be able to bring you guys closer and start building that trust, right? So guys, let me know if you all have any further questions on the topic, and I hope you all enjoyed these questions that I had to share with you all today. And once again, if you are trying to dive into a new niche, really don't waste your time trying to learn and make mistakes. Apply these questions, ask for an interview. You not only close more clients, but you also start generating even more leads because you're taking them through the interview process. And that's another client acquisition strategy that I can definitely dive into much later. Just the way of asking questions to land clients, right? Start generating leads that way. So that works amazingly. All right. So once again, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all had fun watching this. And I'll be back pretty soon. All right, guys. So since there's no further questions, I'll catch you all later. All right. Peace out.